Hello everyone and Happy New Year, and this is the first edition of Coding My Way In for 2025. So for this week, I worked on two things. One, give functionality to the delete button, so now we can not just only update and delete one message, we can now delete an entire conversation. And I also added connectivity to the application, meaning if I'm signed in as Golan Dev and I want to speak with Lemon Squeeze, if Lemon Squeeze is offline, it will say offline. If it's connected, the user is going to say connected. So now you know when the person you're speaking with is either connected or not. And let me show you guys two separate windows so you can see the two users interacting with one another. Sign in, sign in. Okay, so the first thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is you see there's something very cool happening. It says connecting in the selected chat. And the reason it's saying connecting is because the way that it's coded is that it needs to have a user here. It needs to have a recipient. So if you select a recipient, it would change. But if there's no conversations taking place, it would just says connecting. But don't worry, everything is connected, everything is working. So for example, let's say Golan Dev wants to speak with, I don't know, MrItzreal. Oh, he's offline. You can still send a text. Hey, you were off. You can still do so, and you can still edit and do all the good stuff. Now, here's the beauty now. You guys know that Lemon Squeeze is connected, so I just want to show you proof. You see, Batman is offline, Robin is offline. So, let's see what happens when I speak with Lemon Squeeze. Lemon Squeeze is here, online. He's online. Now, let me send a message to Lemon Squeeze. But before that, let me prove this as well. It says, okay, MrItzreal, oh, he's disconnected. Superman, he's logged out as well. Uncle, he's not connected. Let's see what happened with Golan Dev. Boom, he's online. But let's say I disconnect. So if Lemon Squeeze disconnects, what happens here? So disconnects, boom. It automatically shows on the other side that the person disconnected. So let me connect again. Lemon Squeeze. And I have this very difficult password. Password 1234. Boom. Welcome back. And immediately it does it. So this is so cool. So now nothing is crazy. Now the same thing. Hey, it automatically updates to both sides. Blah, blah, blah. It can, it edits nicely. And again, never take my word for it. I always like to show the proof. You see the conversation, Golan Dev, sending messages to Lemon Squeeze. So now, the thing that I wanted to add as well, not only make sure that I knew who was connected and disconnected, but I wanted to add functionality to this button. So I don't need this anymore. Here, let me log out. Boom. Immediately it says offline. I love that. So the thing that I wanted to add was, yes, now we can send messages. We can edit the message 1, 2, 3, right? We can do that. We can also delete one message. No big deal. But what I wanted to do, like any real application, I wanted to be able to delete an entire conversation, which is now what we can do. So here it is. Now if I select a conversation, it deletes. And the entire conversation is over. So it's not only for this, it also makes it very strict that if you are speaking with somebody else, nothing interferes. So if I delete this conversation, and nothing happens here. So everything remains the same. So we're in a good spot. Now I'm very happy with the result. I think the last thing that I want to add is, one, I need to make the user and recipient colors when they send and receive messages a different color because it's still the same. And then the last thing that I think I should have done at the beginning was adding a theme. I should have worked that at the beginning before my application got a lot bigger, because this is the thing. If you see the application, it doesn't look big, but when you go to the file, this is a lot of code taking place. Look at just only on routes. There's a lot of going on. The components, the models, the server, the utils. There's a lot of code going on, you know. There's a lot of things going. So if you see like the application, you only see like 3 components, but no, there's a lot going on under the hood, which is why it makes this application the most difficult thing that I ever done. So now we have connectivity. Now we can delete entire conversations, which is what I wanted to do. And yeah, I think the last step is I want to make sure that when I click this button, I change themes. I'll see how many I'm going to add. But once I add this, the last thing is going to be is I want to make sure local storage stays. Meaning, if I have a conversation here and I refresh, I want it to remain. It doesn't delete from the database. You can always just select it again. I just don't want it to move from this section. But other than that, guys, we are like 90% done. So this, once I add the theme and make sure that user and receiver, when they send messages, have different colors, and I fix this local storage, that'll be it. I'm not going to add voice notes or imaging. It's just, I just want to move on to my next project. I think I've done more than enough. I learned a lot, and I need to start learning TypeScript. It's literally the standard in the industry, and I need to move on and start learning TypeScript. So yes, let me sign out, and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.